From the KBIA Newsroom in Columbia, I'm Madison Zanger. The state of Missouri has carried out its first execution under Governor Mike Kehoe. The Department of Corrections announced shortly before 6:30 p.m. yesterday that Lance Shockley had been put to death for the 2005 murder of Missouri State Highway Patrol Trooper Carl Dwayne Graham in southern Missouri. Shockley had received the sentence from a Carter County judge after jurors deadlocked. Shockley had always maintained his innocence. Opponents of the death penalty had urged Kehoe to stay the execution to allow for DNA testing. His attorneys had also argued that the state's failure to allow Shockley's daughter to be in the execution chamber as a spiritual advisor violated his religious rights. The U.S. Supreme Court rejected those arguments and allowed the execution to proceed. An organization in Columbia is hosting a drive to provide resources for Hispanic and immigrant communities. As Kaylee Ibarra reports, it hopes to directly reach people who are afraid of large public gatherings in the wake of the federal administration's crackdown on immigration.
Como Comunidad is hosting a community-wide drive with the goal of distributing at least 250 care packages to Hispanic and immigrant families. James Schrock is the founder and director of Como Comunidad. He says he started the organization to support people who struggle quietly.
Families, immigrant communities are not gathering, are not wanting to gather, are afraid of being in large numbers in places. We have seen this all over the state and all over the country.
The drive collects items such as abuelita chocolate, rice, and maseca throughout Hispanic Heritage Month. Schrock said Como Comunidad has received donations and requests for help from cities across the state, including Springfield and St. Louis. I'm Kaylee Ibarra, KBIA News.
Former 7th District Congressman and IRS Commissioner Billy Long is preparing to serve as ambassador to Iceland. President Trump appointed Long to the role after removing him as IRS Commissioner less than 2 months into the job. During a Tuesday visit to his hometown of Springfield, Missouri, Long joked about having to go to, quote, State Department charm school to prepare for the ambassador role.
I kid. I found out that 98% of the people there speak English, and I told the State Department that. They said, well, then, Long, you need some English lessons.
Long said he and his wife, Barbara, visited Iceland in 2022 and are looking forward to living there. The Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and the Office of Childhood is altering their payment process for state child care subsidies. The Columbia Missourian reports the transition began in July, and the DESE anticipated the change would take 6 months to complete. In the current system, providers log hours, submit them, and are paid after the care is given, based on how many children were served that day. The proposed plan will distribute funds in advance based on the number of children enrolled who qualify for subsidies. Child care providers are still receiving payments based on attendance while the department works through technical changes. I'm Madison Zanger, KBIA News, Columbia.